Welcome to the Pathmaker Podcast. I'm your host, 1K. Today I got a very important guest with me, a special guest with me, a new artist, up and coming. I got 29 in the building with me.
Yo.
What's happening, man? How you been?
You know what's going on, man. How you been, 1K?
I've been chilling, been a good day. How's your day been?
Shit, man, everything's been beautiful, man. Everything's been productive. It's been beautiful. I'm blessed.
I like to hear that.
Yes, sir.
Always grinding. Every day we getting up and getting to the mission.
Yes, sir.
The mission.
Y'all ready? We was riding around your city with them blickies on the scene. We hopping out the wagon, not alone, we 20 deep. And all these niggas shooters, Stephen Curry 23. And if you worry about them niggas, boy, you best be scared of me.
So what inspired you to make the song Clocking In? Like, where did that come from your catalog?
So, Clocking In was like a storytelling kind of record. Like, it's a subliminal story, basically, of, certain things that happen.
Okay, we don't go too detailed, Right. What drives you the most in this music industry?
The fact that I know what I am. Like, I know it'd be cliche as hell, but I would get the I am music tattoo on my forehead if I could.
For real?
My mama wouldn't kill me.
Mama dudes would be like, what?
Nah, but word. I feel like I'm good at a lot of things in life. Like, I was good at football, good at basketball, good at being an artist, like painting pictures, drawing pictures.
Okay,
I'm good at editing. I'm good at digital technology. I'm good at everything that you can imagine. I could pick up accounting tomorrow and leave this rap shit alone. Study for 6 months, duck off for a year, become the best I could be.
I like
what I'm
that.
saying? But
Jack of all trades.
Man of many hats. Man of many hats.
Hey,
but I will tell you.
The punch.
Alright.
I like that.
But I will tell you though, I'm great at what I do. And I know I'm great at what I do. And everybody that sees it in me and looks into my eyes says that you were born for this, bro. You were born for this. Don't do nothing else. You're not bred for that 9 to 5. You're not bred for that mechanic job. You're not bred for that hospital.
None of us is.
You're not bred for that bullshit ass like little janitor job. You're not Nah. I'm built for this.
What's your routine for writing? How do you get yourself in that process? Like, do you go in the car? Are you at home with it? Are you at the studio just writing it on the spot? Like, how are you doing that?
So, usually my writing process is kind of different from everybody else's. So, like, there's certain people and, like, certain things that I don't want to be around when I'm, like, in the process of writing or in the process of expressing myself because I can't express myself completely or fully.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's either I go in a dark room, I go in my bedroom, I go into like the bathroom, or, you know what I'm saying, anywhere where I feel like completely content with myself. And then I just build up all of these emotions, build up all of these life pent up anger and pent up issues and just life it and then just let it out.
All right.
Then just let it out.
All right. You heard it. He get alone. He sit by himself. He think about all the things that he don't went to, and he let that pen do the writing. What is a goal or something you haven't achieved yet so far with your music career? Like, either you have achieved it or you haven't. Like, what is a goal that you had set for yourself in the beginning?
I've been on stage with legends. I'm a family with legends. I just want to be a legend of my own. You know what I'm saying? And I don't say that like in a sense of I don't need them or anything negative in a sense. I feel like I'm my own boss. Like we all our own bosses. We all got our own shit going on. And I got a lot of cousins in the industry, man.
Would you mind naming off some of them? Giving the fans, letting them know like, all right, I am related.
Shout out to the biggest blogger in the world, is Biscuit. Shout out to DJ Myth. Shout out to FK Mar. Shout out to everybody that's moving, because I won't say too much on who else. But
that was enough.
Hey, also, I'm going to give a shout out to Dr. Markel Sterling, a.k.a. Kurt Kane. Salute. That man's real motivation.
All right.
Real deal, change your life.
You have to send me some of these people, let me tap in.
But it's not even just about the industry, too, though. You know what I'm saying? My grandfather was a civil rights activist. My grandmother was a civil rights activist. And they all work in the offices in New York. In Amityville, we all do our part to make sure that the community is safe. You know what I'm saying? So it's not always about the music. At the end of the day, I got long-term goals I gotta reach that have to do with certain things, like going to see kids in hospitals, at the cancer hospital that took care of me, that saved my life. You know what I'm saying? I want to go talk to them kids, go tell them that everything gonna be all right. If I made it, you can too.
All right, hold up. You said save my life. What happened then?
Yeah, when I was pulled out of high school in Central, I had cancer when I was about 16, 17 years old. And right now it's in remission type shit. Like, so, you know, I'm just a living testimony, fam. I didn't survive this crazy shit.
God bless, bro.
For sure.
Damn. All right. That's shocking news to know. Like,
Yeah,
how are you dealing with that now in your life?
Number one thing, I need America to legalize marijuana because that's one of the things that saved my life.
You heard it.
Two, how do I cope with it?
You living.
I write about it. I write about a lot of pain, and music helps me cope with, you know, the depression that hits my mind from time to time because, you know, sometimes you don't feel like you're enough when, even as a person, not even just an artist. Sometimes you get hit with these, you know what I'm saying, unexpected waves of press and pressure. You know what I'm saying? Just keep going.
Yeah. What do you believe the biggest struggle is in the music industry?
That loan.
You said that load.
That bread. Hey, listen. So, if you know, they gonna make sure you get to the top. You just gotta make sure you have that bread by Monday.
Ooh.
Period in the story.
Get the bread.
But hey, though, I'm not gonna say that all labels is bad, and I'm not gonna say all 360 deals is bad. Because sometimes you need a little push. Sometimes you need a little, sometimes you need extra hands, you know what I'm saying? But don't forget that hands bite people.
So you pretty much saying, you know, weigh out your scale when it comes down to that. Is the label good for you? Is this community good for you?
It all depends on what you want to be. Do you want to be a superstar? Do you want to be someone that made it for 15 minutes? Or do you want to be, you know, some Hollywood actress? You want to be somebody with longevity in the music business, entertainment business, Hollywood business, anything of the sort. It's just you got to know who you getting in bed with. Know who you dealing with and know where you at. It's real. It's real.
You heard it. It's real. So you had an album that was recently coming out called The Evil Twins.
Right.
What was going on with that? Like,
the Evil Twins album, when I was living in Hollywood, was supposed to drop with a whole bunch of videos, say cheese, whole rollout, everything. I'm talking
whole 9 yards.
It was set. Everything was set. We even did interviews, all kind of shit way before the album. And Brody took it upon himself to, you know what I'm saying, play himself out of his position, get distracted,
and blow the whole project.
It wasn't really that much of him getting distracted. It was just behind the scenes. We were just bumping heads. You know, certain shit was going on that, you know, I won't disclose on camera, but there's shit going on.
I feel you.
It's real right now, though.
All right. With that being said, do we have another album to look forward to? Like, are you cooking something else in the mix?
Of course. I got some album shit going on right now. Heartbreak Hotel out right now. Go check that out. New music on the way with that. But as far as Evil Twins, nah, there won't be no videos, no interviews about it. I mean, y'all can ask questions about it, but
this is it.
Yeah, you heard from the horse's mouth that shit dead. Word to the wise.
What's your favorite thing about the industry?
I ain't gonna lie, man. I kind of bask in all of this shit.
Is it the women?
Like,
is it the cars? Is it the money? Is it the fame? Is it the industry? Just itself? What is it?
Mostly, it's the fact that I get to express myself in a way that I never got to when I was broke. It's more the passion for the music right now and reaching people, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not as big as I need to be, But when I get there, I ain't gonna stop.
Ain't gonna stop.
It's
No
not
matter what.
stopping. The train is not stopping. The train is on full
I
go
see that.
mode, and there is no Mr. Tractor Trip, whatever that is. That there's no conductor there, sir. No. This
It's
thing is
you.
going all the way.
You at the wheel.
I'm not even at the wheel. I'm letting Jesus take it, and He's taking me far. You taking me so far?
Yeah.
All right, listen. Just to piggyback off of that, though, I'm gonna be the greatest thing. I'm telling you, I'm already a living legend. I'm already a walking legend. People just ain't realize it yet.
I like that, man. So, tell me about your childhood. Is there anything in your childhood that impacted your life to really push you into the music, or just impacted your life in general?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up a little less than middle class, but you know what I'm saying? It was cool though. Moms made sure that I had everything I needed when I needed it. Pops did his thing. My mama and my daddy were musicians. My mama was signed to Bad Boy. Puffy was my cousin at one point when he was married to a person that was like in our family type shit. It was a family cousin or some shit like that.
All
My
right.
mom used to tell me, but yeah, she was signed to Bad Boy Records, and my dad was in California doing his musician shit.
And that,
You know what I'm saying? It was dope because I come from that bloodline of talent. I come from that bloodline
exactly.
of, you know what I'm saying, New York bred MCs or a singer or an entertainer in general. You know what I'm saying? So how I grew up is kind of crazy because at one minute I was a gamer. The next minute I was a nerd. And I kind of grew up in like middle school, almost getting into high school, and now I was more talkative to people, but like I was still scared of everybody around me type shit. Because I ain't know what their intentions was going to school in New York. Because I didn't hear about stories in the hood, people dying, people getting shot up in the park. You went to school in New York? Shit. Yeah. And then I went to high school in Raleigh, North Carolina. I went to what was it? Heritage High School, Roseville High School, and then I moved to Florida. Then I went to Central for that high school, and then I got pulled out.
I don't mean to cut you off, but like, how would you say Florida compares to all those other places?
It's a lot less. I could walk down the street without my ratchet.
I feel you.
Now, I could walk down the street and be completely safe.
With that being said, nowadays, do you feel like that's the same way with everything going on?
Yeah, for sure, because ain't nobody stupid.
The songs you dropped this year, are there any verses in them that are real or has happened? It doesn't have to only be this year.
I got a song that I dropped about maybe 6 years ago called Pablo. Pablo. Like, if you listen in depth to the first bars of that song, that really happened. Like, everything in the context really happened.
What is one major big purchase you want to make when you feel like you finally made it? Like, what is something you know, like, hey, when I get there, this is what I'm getting for myself. No one else but for me. This gonna make me even more 10 times happier because I achieved my goal.
It really depends on what your idea of making it is. Because if we're talking, I got a label advance just now type shit. Like, let's say I got a label advance. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cop myself a new crib. Something, probably paid off for the year. Was at maybe 26,000, 27,000. Keep 3,000. Get you a little studio set up if you don't have it already. Maintain your bills and work a 9 to 5 while you make your music. Because at that point, you already popping, right? Niggas is giving you this money for a reason.
So you saying not to quit your 9 to 5, just even if you get that deal. Okay.
That's
something that a lot of people really don't say.
Most niggas is gonna buy jewelry, clothes. They gonna buy their mama's cribs and shit like that. That's cool. They gonna splurge on their homeboys, go to strip clubs. That's a young nigga mindset. That's not a business mindset. You gotta understand the business before you take that loan. I'm just giving y'all game. I ain't gonna say too much.
Hey, he just gave you a little taste. What artists are you interested, or do you like right now out?
Shout out Boss Man D-Lo. Just went #1 over Kanye.
That's a fact.
Shout out Polo Don. Just came out going crazy. That man had a helicopter in his new video. Salute.
We doing different shit out here in Florida.
I can't really name all the artists who I fuck with because namely everybody got their own lane. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their own sound. Even if I have agreements and disagreements on who I like and who I don't like, you know what I'm saying? As far as I know, they shit good.
I feel you.
And they moving in clubs. They doing this, they doing that.
All right. Are you out there on the club scene?
Of course. Hell yeah. I don't even be posting when I'm out there on the club sometimes.
Hey, sometimes that's the best way. That's the best way. You know, pop out, come see me. I might be there.
Type shit.
How do you know you perfected a song after you done wrote it, put it in the studio, made it, you know? What makes you be like, all right, time to drop this?
Right after Q mixes it or Nick mixes it. Shout out to FWMB Studios.
So we wasted no time?
No time.
No time. Like,
as soon as I feel like I have a layout for this and I have a couple things lined up after for promo and marketing wise, and then the record is done and mixed and mastered and everything, it's a go time.
Oh.
It's a go. I pop out. Door. I pop out. Out the door. And everybody pays attention when I pop out because they don't know when I'm going to pop out.
How you going to pop out, the way you going to pop out.
And I love that.
What's the biggest advice do you have for anybody either battling cancer and also in the music industry for both of those?
Like I said before, if I did it, I know it's hard because I done been through it. But you can too type shit. Like, it's all of the nights that you go through, all of the throwing up, all of the radiation, all of the therapies, the chemo medicines, the medicines that they give you that sometimes will fuck you up. Like I had this ATGAM treatment one time. They pumped it into my IV and it was 10 different medications at one time. And I was allergic to about 3 of them. And I had the worst headache I ever had in my life.
Oh my God, God bless you.
Like that shit was crazy. But I piggyback off of that to say this. There's a lot of things going on in the world and a lot of things that we finding out through certain people. And I'm just hoping that everything comes to light. And I'm one of those people in the future that will bring that to the light. If y'all give me the tools and resources and keep listening, keep working and keep, you know what I'm saying, keep fucking with a nigga, you gonna see.
You gonna see, man. Shit.
Evolution is everything, fam.
Who do you want to collaborate with in Florida right now?
Let's see. Polo the Don. I got a couple collaborations up my sleeve right now in the city as we speak, but definitely Boss Man D-Lo.
Okay.
That's kind of hard. I think I would do pretty crazy on a little track beat
crazy
with Lewis and Boss Man. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
I like J. Breezy. His shit pretty cool.
All right.
And I'll probably collaborate with Trapland Pat, Wiz Heaven.
Trapland Pat and Wiz Heaven. All right.
Maybe Lil Tyler, you never know. But it's just a ramble off.
Oh, Lil Tyler?
Hey, listen. This shit get wicked.
All right, it's kind of diverse because you got Getting Money, some trap shit, so all over the place. Mm-hmm. All right, so you're going to switch up the flow. Okay, I like that. Do you want to shout out anybody that helped you in a time of need, either it be the industry or your cancer or anything, like someone that was there, like, all right, like, I know I can depend on this person?
There's a long list of people, but I'm going to start with, I want to give a shout out to God for making this happen. I want to give a shout out to my moms, because without her support and telling me, go, I wouldn't be here today. Shout out to KT Music, and shout out to the whole 10K from Taye all the way down to Shay. Free Ben 10. We here.
Well, with all that being said, I appreciate you coming with me, you know, having a conversation, you know, letting everybody know some gems, you know, a little bit about you, things, you know. I want to say thank you, everybody, for being here for the Pathmaker Podcast. I got my boy 29 in the building, you know.
Yes,
anybody else you want to shout out right quick before we get out of here?
Shout out 10K Forever, man. Shout out to FWMB Studios. We out here. And shout out to Pathmaker Podcast. If you ain't rocking with 29, if you ain't rocking with Pathmaker Podcast, I'ma shoot you.
Say she wanna stew a nigga, cause she know I'm super lit. Keep the bitch up to the curb, I ain't with that petty shit. Ran the motion up, then I put them diamonds around my wrist.
And I'm still 2-9 with them 2-9s. Push your shit back like recliners. I'm gon' hit him in his mirrors. Now he drippin' in designer. That bitch think like Iridelli, but I nicknamed her Godiva.